Hello everyone, and welcome to today's video. Today's video is more of a somber one. Today's topic is grief, whether that looks like the grief of yourself, the grief of another, the imaginated grief of another or yourself. And just how impactful and the word I'm getting is courageous. It is to experience that, to undergo that, to be challenged by that, for your soul to be challenged by that. I had the opportunity to sit with myself today, and I did for about half an hour, just in silence, and it brought up emotion I have about my sister, and not saying that anything has happened to her physically, but that so often we have signs of just how much suffering people are in, but you kind of feel so helpless that you can't do anything for them. And so in this hour that I was sitting with myself, holding myself, feeling my emotions, allowing myself to cry, and just holding space to speak to her spirit, whether she feels that or not. I believe her higher self does, but whether she feels that or not, it is so grounding and so courageous to feel those emotions, even if they aren't happening right before your eyes. I was feeling the idea of grieving her, and allowing myself to talk to her spirit and let her spirit know just how much I wish I could heal her, help her, support her, protect her, be there for her, allow her to confide in me, all of these things, just how much I wish I could be that for her, but there's only so much you can do. There's only so much that is in your hands. And I can offer a loving, compassionate, unconditional space for her and listen to her, allow her to process her own emotions, ask her in what ways I can be of service to her. But that really is the extent of the situation. So often when we grieve either ourselves or someone else, we are faced with the idea that we should have done more, that we could have done more, or had something not been this way, this outcome wouldn't have happened, which is just not the truth of the reality. Everything that happens, in my opinion, happens for a reason. And I don't invalidate the dark, gruesome, just insane, beyond words, things that happened, happen, and will happen in this world. But I do believe all of it is meant to teach us a lesson. And that our soul's journey was to learn some sort of lesson. And, when you grieve yourself, or you grieve another person, or you put yourself in the position of grieving someone or yourself, What does it look like to have compassion for yourself? And what does it look like to, although you wish you could accept the outcome, if it were, although you wish you could accept a different outcome, that is the outcome. Although you wish you could have changed something, nothing changed. And you can't go back in time and change anything. My boyfriend told me this, and this is something that's stuck with me since he told me, that has allowed me to have the most compassion and understanding for other human beings, is everyone is always doing the best they can. Everyone is always doing the best they can in their healing, in their wounding, in their behavior, in their thoughts, in their projections, in their triggers, in their happy moments, in every situation of every person's life. People are always doing the best they can with the battles they don't speak about. Or even if they do speak about them, everyone is living this human journey. Everyone is experiencing all of the spectrum of emotion, the contrast and polarity of different situations, love and loss, dark and light. Everyone is experiencing such a polarity of life experiences, emotion, feeling, and that's the journey of life, right? We don't know love without loss. We don't know any emotion without the opposite, happiness without sadness. We simply wouldn't be able to navigate through the world with such a limited spectrum of emotion or of experience. And I think that allows us, this polarity, this contrast allows us to be so that much more grateful, that much more loving, that much more compassionate, that much more grounded in our life experience. And although we don't prefer the negative life experiences, the opposite of what you would consider good life experiences, they all are meant to teach us something. They're all meant to be a guide, to give our soul the opportunity to grow, to have strength, to have power, to recognize its divinity, to truly see that the power is within, and the power is within no matter what. And so if this video found you, it was meant to. And if you are someone who is grieving or has grieved in your past or is going through emotions that feel like grief or loss, and contrast that of feeling happy or feeling your most joyous self, I invite you to sit with yourself in silence, hold your body. I usually lay on the floor and I place one hand on my heart and one on my stomach, or even sometimes hold myself. I find that to be so grounding. And just sit with yourself, allow yourself to feel all your emotions, allow yourself to grieve, to feel loss at the greatest capacity you can, so that your nervous system can navigate it that much more easily, that much more courageously. You are your greatest power, you are your greatest strength, and I think this life journey is meant to allow everyone to realize that. So with that, thank you for watching, and I hope this helps even one person, but I know it helped me, and I wish you all a lovely, beautiful day.